Oh, that was inconvenient. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to How Not to LCnP. This is exactly where we left off, I believe. How's it going, Jeff? 90 seconds left in Beardy Mac. Great timing. Good to see you. No spoilers. I haven't seen it yet. I kept meaning to watch it today, but thank you. Thank you, Nova. So, last time, y'all were trying to coach me through this very generously. I appreciate that very much. By the way, I don't know if I have it quite figured out, or if the calendar is functional. And so, we want to leave between the 14th and the 15th. We need to go to 120.118, which is what I have down here from last time. And ejection delta V 36, insertion delta V, it'll be less than 2990, which is fine. Right? So, is this, departure 14 gen at midnight. If I add a KAC alarm, wait a minute, did it not let me add that? Does not appear so. Alright, departure 14 Jan 1967. 14 January 1967. I would assume that's like today, right? Should we just... I mean, it looks like we got our details keyed in. Maybe we just go for it? I guess. Looks like it. Alright, you know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. 0 degree orbit at Earth? I don't think we can... I mean, we're at... oh, yay. Yeah, good call. What are we at? 28... Well, let's hit current over here. 28.55. Good catch. Blink. Doesn't really change a whole lot, I guess. It still wants us to launch to this ascending node, 120.18. Which it looks like we have. So, I guess let's just go for it. I guess 300 by 300, attach altitude 300. Okay, dokie. Good. How's it going, Kurgit? Good to see you. Match ejection inclination to how? Ejection inclination is 34.59. Does that mean that we should launch to a 34.59 degree orbit? Launch into that inclination. Okay. So 34.59. What's going on? Mars probe, hopefully. trying to learn how to use all of these very complicated tools. All right. Anybody want to catch anything else before I close this off and hit the go button? Oh, should I change this then, since our initial orbit will be 34.59? How about a decimal place? Yeah, orbiter slash lander. This is an orbiter. We have a lander going out shortly also. Go, go, go. Shouldn't cost much more on the ascent. That's probably where we saw the cosine glasses. Ah, okay. Your initial orbit should be what you're launching into, yes. Okay. Well, that changes our ejection land to 120.39. It brings our ejection delta V at 3656. So 120.39. All right, let's see what happens, right? Let's do an Alt F5. Call this pre-launch. It just tells transfer window planner the lowest inclination you can park in. Ah, okay. I think that makes sense, but honestly, it does not. All right, launch. We'll go in 12 hours. Engage autopilot. Let's see what happens. Whoop. Fingers crossed, everybody. guess you're tight on Delta V. Check that carefully. I was given a window and just did my normal thing of like launching into the inclination of the moon, but like the transfer was something like 4.2 kilometers per second, and I'm like, dude, nah, I don't got the budget for that. It's RP1. You're always tight on DV. True. I mean, yeah, okay. And so like, oh, you just use transfer window planner. I'm like, yeah, great. I don't know what any of this shit means. So, here we are. There's ignition, green across the board, all engines running. Clamps, and we're moving. Alright. Yeah, let's have done all of this work, and we get an engine failure. Man, is it just me, or is it leaning into that a bit too fast? You really get docking ports. You go towards them. Somebody said the bad letters. Kurgan, no! We don't talk about the D, P, A, and I here. Okay, so what is up with this pitch angle, friend? Yeah. You go right on ahead and go ahead, RUD, you fucking... Well, this is massively entertaining. I did not know you could do cartwheels at 3 kilometers altitude. Too slow to RUD. Call it a success. Oh, hey, it is an extraordinarily maneuverable machine. For fuck's sake. What the actual fuck is happening? You really get docking ports and thrust towards them. No fancy numbers for planets. Same. It'll stabilize. It'll figure it out. Right. This is fine. Everything is fine. Yes. This is our desired direction. We have found our prograde vector. Now that we've picked up some speed, bow. Ooh, we're gonna catch this in frame by frame. Man, the booster is still going. Go, booster, go. Oh, the booster got turned around just fine. It's gonna come back for another... Oh, it clipped the ground. It survived. The booster stack is okay. For fuck's sake. Oh, you meant Mars the planet. I thought you were maneuvering aerobatic rocket showcase. All the ascent settings look sane to me. Yeah, like we've launched with... Are you fucking kidding me? No. Alt F9. Does that... No, oh, sorry, I whacked the microphone. Okay. Okay. Yes, continue saved game. Pre-launch. Load. Thank you. Intense decoupling. Rapid fire decoupling. Oh, buddy. Alright. I guess we're gonna drop our QA limit. We usually run at 2,000. We'll drop it down to 1,600 and move the bit booster pitch rate to like 0.5. Because all of this should be just fine. Or is it struggling to get to that 34.59 that's causing it a bunch of headaches? But alright. All of this seems pretty sane. Hey, welcome to the start of the stream. What are you talking about? 13 minutes of uptime. What? Huh? No. Oh, well, thank you for the clip, Kurgan. Saved for posterity. Alright. Launch to ascending node. Engage autopilot. This time, let's avoid giving MechJeb any pre-flight drinks. No more caffeine for you, MacJeb. Jeez. Not likely. What's not likely? Help me out here, Nova. Maybe disable force roll. Sure. Why not? Well, I'll give it a try. We'll turn it back on after launch and see if things go wonky. Yet again, green across the board. Clamps off. Skyward bound. Let's try not to do anything too stupid today, please. She's decided she's just gonna roll anyway. Our 7 engines got limited authority, so perhaps they tried more rolling than pitching. I don't know, but I'm very confused as to what it's doing with this multiple roll thing it has going on. But, alright. It seems to have figured itself out. So, I mean, we're at the same altitude where we were doing kickflips last time, so this is going much, much better. That's a beautiful pirouette. She's got a fancy new skirt. She just has to twirl and show it off. It's how things go sometimes. Alright, through a little bit of cloud cover. Yeah, right down the barrel. This looks much more nominal-esque. Other than whatever angle we're going to have when our boosters separate, but okay. Big Rocket, go fast! How's it going, Everton? Good to see you. Welcome. Well, not too bad. Can't complain about much, I suppose. How about yourself? Man, yeah, our roll angle, a little weird, but we're not kick flipping, so. It's the fins of the modern Soyuz FG are for. Rocket skirt twirling. Really well. And the one assignment in history. Tricky one or just lacking motivation? Or did one beget the other? Yes. Ah. Indeed. Alright. Sometime here pretty soon, it's going to say, okay, we've passed our Q limit, and now it's time to really pitch down a lot more aggressively. There it is. Why it's decided to settle into this angle, I don't know. As long as those boosters clear, I'm fine with it. Find an angle that actually has something worth looking at. It's this upper one that might give us an issue. We generally prefer to be flat on when we go booster step, so we'll see how this goes. Big writing assignments are tied up in some bonus brain problems. Man, bummer. Shitty. Those are the fun ones, bonus brain problems. Boosters. Cut off. Separation. Clear. Thank gosh. Thank goodness. There we go. Alright. Running on just core stage now. 2 minutes 55 seconds of runtime here. Now we'll see what other new and interesting problems we can come up with. Back on your bullshit working on KOS stuff. Fun times. Good grades out of his term. Been having a lot of fun learning CAD and Siemens. Nice. No fighting, Jeff. I'm sure both have merits. I won't do either of them. So I'll just let y'all have that conversation. So yeah, I've got a couple of the electricians and a couple of the engineers use CAD stuff every day. I think it's just AutoCAD. I'm not sure. One of those things where I'm like, man, the computer I have at work will in absolutely no way handle it. But I really want to get my hands on it. Software University provides free. Pricing section of the website and the contact data for their sales department. They say if you have to ask, you can't afford. Oh, full-on PEG scripting. KOS broke your PC. That's what broke the PC, huh? Yep. I buy it. Jeff, you can share your file and break Jam Studios PC too. Use CAD Suite. Way too many zeros. Oh, imagine they start to give a break after you buy so many seats or something like that. Most stable or performance light. Early CPU and 16 gig in your school laptop mostly handles it. Mostly. I'd say a couple of the engineering computers at work have like graphics card that are specific for CAD stuff. And meanwhile, my PC doesn't even have a graphics card at all, using onboard graphics. Occasionally develops a memory issue and implodes. That sounds oddly familiar. Use paper. Cheaper. Yeah, paper's fine too. Night school. Upgrading your architectural home building license. Oh, stage up. Good light on both 405s. Thank goodness. I wish I'd been paying more attention to that. But core stage clearing away. Upper stage successfully lit. And we are in push for orbit. And we'll even have a little bit of useless fuel left over when we get there. Hooray! I'm basically ended up teaching the AutoCAD professor AutoCAD. Oh, that's confidence inspiring. Run the FEA and stuff, and really likely to light your machine on fire. Direct programmatic attitude introspector. Guidance programming. Shame about the abbreviation. Yeah, total shame. Man, bummer. If they called it something else, maybe they'd have more luck with it. Fancy pictures of bicycles and lamps. Yay! Whatever keeps it fun. Real technique is to build it and cut shit off till it breaks. Then add back just a little bit. Need more margin. Processing cloud-based? No shit. Very interesting. Alright, we should be coming up on EFT jettison here very shortly. Yep, about 20 seconds. Forget, I have a screen that shows me these things. I don't have to right-click on stuff to check up on it all the time. Yeah, that's tanks up, and then this, and this. Okie dokie. We can run Doom, it can FE. That's interesting. I bill the heck out of you with subscription credits and processing fees. Yep. Alright, there's EFT clearing away. Wow, everybody feels like dancing today, apparently. Alright, we're about a minute and 10 seconds from orbit. FEA on several $billion soldier crabs. FEA on potato battery cluster supercomputer. FEA on all the things. Very interesting. Alright, 35 seconds to orbital insertion, and then we'll see what we bought with all of this fancy launching into weird-ass orbits as told to do so by a screen on the computer. Computar. Yeah, longitude ascending node. Almost on point. I forgot what we put in there, but I feel like it was 120.3, yeah, something. Okay, it is coming down. So there's that. FEA. Nice thing about building houses, no FEA. I can do all the math on a napkin. FEA Motorsport is build it, break it, build it better. Nice. Hey, there's orbit. Yay! RCS to arm. Let's get rid of ascent guidance for the time being. And stage ourselves out here. Let's pull very gently away. Alright, let's go get our target plotted here. Good orbit. Whee! Is it? Gosh, didn't even check. The numbers are over here, dummy. You don't have to keep looking at all the things all the time. Use your screens. Mars, set as target. How about ASAP? Create node. Hey, 3.7. I will take that. 3.661.9. Yes, buddy. Hell yes. What we got in the tanks? Oh man, who wants to do math? I don't. I really don't. Alright. Just to make dang sure, show actuation toggles, 4x throttle. We're going to set 2 of these to 4x throttle. Nodes in 56 minutes, so we're going to have a little bit of boil off. Oofda. Because of course we are. And let's go ahead and move to execute next node. Alright, you remember last year during your rocket engine hyperfixation, just trying to find all the formulas, eventually got to the point where you're literally doing stuff people get paid $80,000 a year to do for free. See? That's why having a hobby is bullshit. Made a spreadsheet for approximating steady state heat transfer, and then you got bored. Oh, and then you got bored. Too much time working on your Python KRPC rocket ascent script. You could play RP1 and launch an entire comnet without even having the window focused. Oh, wow. Dang, man. Alright. God, I'm gonna have to do math. My calculator is across the room, and I don't feel like getting up, so we're using the phone one. Calculator, we got, what, 1957 plus 1862. 3819. So I don't know. We'll see how much boil off kicks that in the teeth, but it looks like we're in margin on a redneck bag. Phrasing. And then publish them as a hard sci-fi novel. Good idea. This Chinese guy, one of your servers, has ended up developing a no-shit internal ballistic simulator. Wow. Oh yeah, we are taking quite a hit on our Delta V. Let's run these numbers again. 1964, no, 66 plus 1827. Still 3791, so hopefully we're still within spec as long as this engine lights. Oh, please, 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 please. And we do got to be on point on separating the balls. Good light on the RDO 109. Oh, Wookie! Good to see you, buddy. How's it going? Most recent exploit is trying to fly a Pioneer-style Jupiter burner direct ascent. Wow. Pioneer 1 style. Jupiter burner. Direct descent. Jeez. To me, a point where the combined effort of the internet randos will be publishing information and programs for things that will get shut down by the government. Yep. Arriving at the correct place in time at the right speed is hard without a throttle. So you're currently throttling the Jupiter booster with ejectable lead balls. Huh. Interesting. Yes, literally weaponized balls. Sick and can't leave the apartment. Oh man, bummer. Sorry to hear that, Wook. Your key stopped working in the door, so you can't lock it behind me. So you can't leave. Wait a minute. You can't leave because you're sick, or you can't leave because you can't lock the door. What the... How the hell did your key stop working? So stupid, it might just work. Interesting. Alright. A minute 19 seconds before we jettison our external tanks. The door and sick, unrelated. Okay. I assumed. I'm sick and, not I'm sick cause. Or I can't leave the apartment because I'm sick. I'm sick, comma, and I can't leave the apartment. Keys have always been a little crunchy. This kept getting worse and worse. And so you hit it, like, get a can of compressed air, blow it out a little bit, and spray some, I tend to use lithium, but lithium grease or some of that, brake bolts loose, like penetrating oil, like, I can't think of the name brand now, and I have a PB Blaster. Spray some PB Blaster in it. Maintenance is obligated to fix it. Fair enough. Don't spend money, but, you know, if you had some PB Blaster sitting around, and a can of compressed air. Oh, time to jettison stuff. Hold on. So locks should run out first. Dink, and they're clearing away. Alright, our delta V up here is bigger than our delta V required down here. So, we're graphite salt, lubricant. The inside of the lock is debris in it, or some of the tumblers are damaged, malformed. Yep, fair enough. Offset all of your integration low and drop balls as you start to undershoot. Because if you do anything to it, they can... Yeah, that's fair. The benefits of having a landlord. Yeah, waiting to get shit fixed, but honestly, like, if a major appliance breaks, it's great to have it be not your dang problem. Restart on engine failure. Way too much effort wasted at Agathorn screws us now. Fair enough. I'll say, honestly, I think we're going to get through this burn. We got just a few meters per second to go. And we'll be there. Or at least we'll... I didn't even check to see what the node is going to get us, so... Maybe I should have looked at that. Abort node execution, kill rotation. Let's see what we bought. Mars, focus view. Are we going? Hey, look at that. We even have an encounter. And if I hold the N key, we can make it an even better encounter. The thing about that is big property management firms will literally hire any rando off the street who says they'll fix it for cheap. This is true. So I think I rented my first apartment was from like a big apartment complex thing that had a big property management thing. And yeah, getting anything done at any time ever was horrible, and I hated it. So every apartment I rented after that was from just like a person who rented their building, or like rented out, you know, an apartment from a building that they owned. And it was honestly just, except for my second apartment, which was horrible. That landlord stole a bunch of money from us. Or from me, really. He stole my checkbook and cut himself a check for rent. When I found out about it and put a stop check on it, he evicted us for not paying rent. Yeah, but after that, every place I lived, I rented from just a person who owned it, and honestly, the responsiveness and everything was just so much better in every single way. Nope, mind the decoupler kick. True that. We do have RCS on the probe itself, so I'm hoping we'll be able to correct. And while we got a bunch of fuel here in the stage we're getting ready to get rid of, we might as well try to dial this in as best we can. We're coming in. Oh, nope, now that is increasing. Let's tip it off this way a bit. And I think that's it. I think we ran out of fuel. I think that's all of our RCS propellant. Let's have a quick look. Whoop, whoop. Yep, empty, empty. All right. Quick saving. Ta-da! All right. Let me catch back up here on chat. So, with being a general contractor, you have like 30 people who call you and they have issues with their houses. Fair. But hey, at least you got good money coming in. Lived out in BFE, was renting a house. The well pump failed and the owner pulled it out and replaced it himself. Nice. See? Most times, things go just better that way. Alright, so that would activate this and you guys. Let's make sure our throttle is zeroed. Stage it. Katunk up. Turn on the avionics. Activate. Let's see how much damage that did to our telemetry. Oh, well, you know, dang it. Now we gotta hit reverse a whole bunch. Back ourselves up into the stage that we just left. It's the same thing. You just had a weird fascination with machines and appliances, except people will try to lowball you since you don't have any real qualifications. Fair. But it's also, I mean, yes, they will definitely try to lowball you. There is a certain amount of, I don't know, certain amount of things that come with intuition or like experience, not intuition, experience. Anyway, a couple $100 to swap a light fixture when they paid you a couple million for a fancy house. You know, fair enough. Rightly annoyed. This weekend was supposed to be me getting stuff done at the house. Instead, got stuck here. Oh yeah, super effing annoying. Did you get to see the lovely plasma views on IFT3? Yeah, the starship and the barrel roll to oblivion. Fappy cam, flappy cam. Phrasing! Also, turn the panels into the sun before turning. The rotation will knock you off current trajectory. Good friggin' point. Let's get this thing booted. Extend solar panel. Extend solar panel. Let's get everything turned on. Extend our comms. Turn on magnetic scan just to get the boom extended. I think there are a couple of experiments we could run on the way out, but we should have the power to do all of these things. Big ol' should. Anything we don't won't run, or anything that doesn't need to be run won't get run. So we got that going for us. Infrared radiometer running. Excellent. What we got over here, the thermometer that I can't click on. Imaging spec is running. Video imaging, we'll leave that off. We know we don't need to run that. I turned you on, right? Oh, there's one hiding from me. Oh, you're already running. Cosmic ray science. Yay! Okay, panels into the sun. Advanced. Sun and up. Execute. It's amazing how the Shuriken SKS test flights made it immediately aware that something wasn't right and the re-entry would probably end badly. Uncorrectable, uncontrolled roll. Yep, I know where this is going. Probably be a good idea to do a KOS script for spaceplane entries. A good idea or a fantastic way to spend an awful lot of time for very little result. I don't know, I think when I get to spaceplanes, if I get to spaceplanes, I'm going to be piloting all of those by hand, because, you know. Also, if you see it start to lose control high and fast, you're done. Yep, totally done. How bad is this beating up our trajectory? You know, meh. There will, of course, be a correction node, but I'm glad it's a whole lot more stable than it was. Let's fizz warp this. Whoa. Whoa. This is an interesting discovery. If you hold the Alt key, Alt right click, brings up all the things. Ooh. Dude, right? I don't know, maybe this is a distant object enhancement thing? Do I even have distant object enhancement on this? But dude, whoa. That is very interesting. Alright, let's make sure we're panels are in the wind and we are generating electric charge. Ding. Yes, batteries are in fact charging. Fantastic. Can't be default settings. You've never seen that. Interesting. Well, I've been playing this game for 10 years and I have never once hit Alt right click before. Oh, that is cool. Alright, hey, we do not have time to dork around with this. Let's set a node. Oh, let's correct as best we can, honestly. We got some propellant. Let's use it. More polar, more better. Let's get rid of that. Let's zoom out because we're going to come out to about 90 degrees. Wait, no, our intercept isn't until over here. And so if that's our half circle, 90 degrees is about here. Add maneuver. Let's zoom back in. And drop it down. Whoop, maybe not quite that much. Oh, good. 0.2 meters per second. We're gonna breathe on it wrong. we're gonna tuck that in as low as we can. Honestly, we want to get a good tight orbital insertion because we don't have a whole lot of fuel to work with. But honestly, if we do hit that, let's see what 2,500 meters per second buys us, and if it's an orbit. Ding, there's an orbit, and you are, oh wow, 1842. Sweet. So if we really ramp that up, there's 21. Man, yeah, looks like we can get a pretty decently tight orbit. That's pretty awesome. Quick saving, yes. Thank you everyone. It looks like, unless we have a failure on this Gamma 2, which are pretty unlikely, we can, hopefully this one will be a success. Let's get back to the Space Center and let's try to launch our lander. Alright, now I can catch up with chat. Speaking of uncorrectable, uncontrolled roll, it's 20C here, 19C, and a beautiful day. Your new recently overhauled plane is... And in between, it's still definitely not safe for small plane weather. Oh man, bummer. The only way you could think of doing that would be to write a trajectory simulator that can handle atmospheric drag. And do a predictor corrector. If you want accurate results, you'd have to use very small time steps. So actually solving it would take 100 years. It should be possible if you offload the work outside the game with KRPC. Ding. Yep. A big ass with KOS, indeed. Trajectories mod comes with the KOS library. Oh, interesting. Just fixed timestamps. Okay. Yeah. Hella smart. Indeed. Alright. Mars 2L bats will be done in 3 days. And then we roll it out to the pad and we just go. Hey, there's our departure alarm. I guess we should delete on close. Close. Reconditioning will be done in 20 some odd hours. Ding. Oh. Work to complete. Ding. Roll it out. 4 more days. Oh, hey, our tracking station's done. Sweet. That frees up some money. What's our daily? 1,200. Excellent. Mars rollout. Ding. Launch. Let's do this again. It's the 22nd of January. So we need to know what land to launch to. Base Mona's VAR settings is not perfect. You can probably tune your script to compensate. A lot less work than homebrewing. Why work hard when somebody's done the hard work for you? Oh yeah. All right. Step 1, Ascent Guidance. Step 2, Transfer Window Planner. We are going to go to a 300-kilometer orbit, and for right now, let's just call it 28.5. Come on, bro. Seriously? 28.55. We would like to go to Mars with a final orbit of, it doesn't matter. We'll just say no insertion burn flyby. Well, no. Final orbit 40 kilometers, because that's where we're going. Today is the 23rd. Unless these days are off. Between today and the 20, nope. 24th, 1967. Why didn't that, I swear I put that in 28.55. Plot. Ding. Alright. So our ejection delta V 3837, well within spec. Let's... Alright, ejection land 196. Is it, how was that right? Ejection inclination 28 point. Okay, what was the other angle that we kind of transposed it here? This is 24 January 1967. That is, I mean, tomorrow midnight-ish. Hold on. Trajectories KOS integration is great if you like yellow-red timers. Oh, I love them, though. It's not real KSP if it isn't a slideshow. When are we going back to 1 Point Boomer? When I suddenly find time to edit YouTube videos the way I would like to. Landed on the sun yet? At least twice. Like, since yeah. I've done it twice since we've been sitting here. What are you talking about? The sun has landed on me. Alright. Projection inclination is 28.55. That's our current. So I think we're in good shape. Every frame of that KSP Cosmo has ever played returns from the 35mm. I wonder how long the reel would be. Well, I'll say, what was the standard? Like 24 frames per second or something like that for old school 35mm films? Every frame I've played or every frame that I've pushed to YouTube? Very different things. Got splashed out in the sun once. Miles upon miles, surely. Nice. It might be 90 feet per minute. I'll say it's something like 8 days to watch the YouTube series at 24 frames per second. Yeah, so 90 feet a minute. Well, like 24 hours in a day is 24 times 8, and then times 60. It's the weekend. Y'all are tricking me into doing math. No. No. We're done here. Alright, so I'm just going to run with the... Nope, initial orbit is wrong yet again. 300. Plot. That makes our Ejection longitude 196.65. That hasn't changed. Phase angle 44.72. Should that be the angle I launch into? 3797. That's not that bad. We're well within spec, actually. Mr. Mark, how's it going? Ta-da! And good night. Good to see you. Caveman calculus. I will be doing no calculus. Only caveman. Alright, I guess I'm just going to run with this. We're going to launch to 28.5. Oh, let's adjust these to 300 by 300. Oh. James Studios, you're walking on thin ice, buddy. Phase angle is just how far along the rocket is in his orbit. Oh, okay, okay. Wait, yes. Okay, now I'm confused. Never mind, it's the weekend. Yep, there you go. It's the weekend. Yep. I'm just going to press the go buttons, and we're going to see how this works out. 196.65. Cool. I'm running with it. I already saved that last mission. You're on your own now. Damn you, Nova. Fine. Did you pay attention in class? No, I did not. I cheated off Nova's paper, and now I'm screwed. Alright. I'll launch into target LAN. Engage autopilot. Please, no failures. I would like to land on Mars with my absolutely pathetic spacecraft. Ooh, daytime launch today. That's fantastic. Be sick in the head and enjoy math. I tried. I tried. I really did. Agreed. Math for the sake of math is dumb. Math for the point. Oh, come on! Yep. Booster engine failure. You fucker. When does this say that our next... I don't know, we had Mars windows akimbo all over the place. This one says we got 31 days. So I guess we should try to roll this back and fix it. Failures on FAD enabled? No. Hey Cosmo, how's it going, Simev? How updated is your install? Oh man, yeah, I guess I haven't updated it in a couple of weeks. Do you mind clicking on the stock recover button? Repair on the pad? Is this a thing? Alright. Recover. Repair failures. All failures should be paired without having to leave the flight scene. What? You do love me. So now what? I still don't have any igniters. Or do I? We still have to wait a day. Go put your matchsticks back in the engines. I guess we'll see what happens here. It's... Hey, what? It fixed the failed engine. Oh, maybe it did not. These engines, none of them have ignitions left, so we'll see what happens here when it comes up time to light it. There's a KCT item for it. Okay, hold on a second. Abort. There's a KCT item for it. Cover active vessel warehouse. What am I looking for? You know what? Damn it. Combined tab. Alright, hold on a second. There's just so many things going on here. But I guess it's finished. Oh. It would be the first thing up here on the list if it were a thing that I could do. But it would give like a doohickey on the thing. So if you converted the LCnP playlist to 35mm frames, 20 frames per second, you'd be looking at 468,900 feet of film, 469 reels of film, $335, 25.15 film prices just for the film. We still have an engine not running. Interesting. Oh, there it goes. And we're off. $35,000. Oh, okay. Missed a few zeros. Just 3. You're 50% shy on digits. Start getting into film and cameras. Feels. Might need to re-enable the engine. Alright. Feels more permanent than digital media. Fair. I think it definitely does feel that way. Alright, we're going to see how well this goes and how well our transfer to Mars will be. This one we are planning for kind of an off-window transfer, so the 405Hs on the upper stage have been upgraded, so they now have 3 ignitions. So we can use whatever fuel is left in this stage to help push us along these days to get into film. If you're okay with scans. Interesting. Naval engine, Kirk yelling at me. This has got to be the best improvement to RP1 we've seen in a long while. I'll agree, that one, pretty dope. Repair failures on the pad? Man. Hootalowie. Alright, y'all, I gotta go run to the little cosmonaut's room, refill my water. I will be back very, very quickly. Hats off to the Kerbo crawled under a fully fueled rocket to put some bubblegum on that engine. Yes, sir. Okay, made it back before booster set. Yeah! Gilla Kriegsman, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome. Fun to shoot with, real challenging not to fuck up developing it. Yeah. So I was very into 35mm photography when I was a kid. You know, like 18 or whatever. My dad actually had a darkroom in our basement that he built when my sister got into it, and he had an old enlarger sitting in the attic for a very long time that I did not know about. But anyway, that was fun. But yeah, I took a lot of really great pictures, and then screwed up a lot of rolls of film trying to get them out of the film canister and into the tanks to process the film itself. Let alone how many things I really screwed up making enlargements. Oh, that was, yeah. Some original RS-68 drafts. Germans and off topic. They're a work in progress. I did. And looking great as always. Thrust chamber assembly. The good stuff. Regen cooling setup injector. You know, like machinery operating at the limits. Absolutely incredible. You can get re-sleeved cartridges from Santa Film. Bought a 5,000 foot mega reel. Wow. Spice that film was clear, not brown. Really? It's interesting. Why? Alright, fairing sup, clearing away. About another minute 55 on a core engine for Miko and second stage ignition. Oh, my back. Did you go watch Dune 2? I have not. And I haven't been to a theater in a real long time. Just, you know, fair warning, but no, I haven't seen it yet. Lucy! Hello! I haven't seen the original. Like, Dune 1 or like the original Dunes from back in the day? Yeah, you want to read the books first so you can ruin the movies? The fact that it's clear means internal reflections make it real sensitive to light leaks. Interesting. Profession book guy. Correct colors in a set from AK Interactive and the same British Airborne and French armies. Oh, nice. Oh, it's interesting. It's like color correct miniatures. Guess who got paid? Nice! Clear backer makes it real quick to destroy if captured. Undeveloped. Oh, okay. Yeah, it falls in the wrong hands and you just But didn't they process the film in situ? This thing I need. I can get it now. This is a fun feeling, is it not? Alright, Miko. Second stage ignition. Good light on both 405s. Ullage ring is away. Nice. You can dye your hair again. Sweet. What color are you thinking about? Colors, perhaps? The glory of expendable income. I have no idea what that is. No clue whatsoever. Light purple, dark lavender roots, hot pink rest of it? Nice. Fun. I miss having hair. Oh, that's the stuff used to acquire gasoline and fast food. Hey, look, gasoline is not. I can't get to work to make the money without gas in the car. It is not something that expendable income can be attributed for. for everyone else. Ah. Okay. Oh, nice. That is cool. Interesting colors. I like it. Alright. Well, coming up on EFT jettison. That will also arm our upper RCS, I believe. God, tell me we sorted out the staging. Yep. Yep. Okay, good. Sweet. So happy unironically this time. Oh, okay. EFT is cleared away. Hoff tried to dig his teeth in, but said no, not this time. Super sketch. What about this space program isn't kind of sketch, Lucy? Let's be real here. Hold the phone. You uninstalled Kerbal? No. That's right, you didn't. It went from 24 inches of hair to like 4 inches of hair. Now I need to buy new motorbike helmets and race helmets. Oh man, your helmets don't fit anymore. Yeah, just, I don't know, put some socks in your balaclava. Got corrupted. Oh, ouch. I played seriously since December, though. I've never played seriously. Thank God, your nicer helmet. You can just get liners. Oh, yeah. I'll say, man, does anybody sell, like, Velcro in extra helmet padding that's SFI approved? Won't invalidate your Snell cert? I haven't played seriously, because in order to play seriously with what I want to do, I need to finish the damn script. We know that, obviously. It's with the bike helmet going home. The bar felt like a bobblehead. Nice. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of Kerbal Alarm Clock because we don't need it. Let's go pick our target, and hopefully this won't suck super bad. Set as target. Ting. ASAP. Create node 3.6 kilometers per second. Dude. Hell yes. Everything is coming up Millhouse. We've got so much. You know what? We're going to deorbit this stage. That is that decoupler and that engine arm. So let's go ahead and set RCS to arm. Make sure throttle is zeroed and stage it. 30. Oh, now I can't ullage those engines. Or turn it around. Well, that was stupid. But oh well. I guess there's no way of deorbiting it anyway. And apparently it's debris, so we can't do that no matter what. Need to remake 3707 and 3747 on COA. There's always work to be done. Alright, execute next node. Did come up with the concept of hypersonic point-to-point passenger transfer. You started a stock system save. Express purpose of having fun. Haven't touched it in months. Stuff of developing incredibly painful guidance scripts for 3 launches of the RP1 that they'd be useful for. Nah, you do you. Someone else might find them useful too. You're doing good for the community. Only need 30 minutes of hydrogen jet fuel to get anywhere on Earth. Huh. Nice. It's like Project Suntan actually goes places. No, but right idea. It's the guy who implemented the shuttle OPS-1 and OPS-3. No, I did not. Yeah, what is FOP, Lucy? COA's eventual sequel. Got it. Okay. Maker. Nope. I will not be banned today. Alright. Man, we are getting all kinds of science radioed in from Venus still. I'm glad our orbiter over there is still operational. Or fresh into 1967. I guess, good light on the 0109. And we begin our push to Mars. Again, I need to monitor these things for when it's time to jettison the balls. Oh, I'm very excited. This thing is hopefully actually gonna get something somewhere close to Mars. Somewhat. Will it land successfully? No forking clue. But it's gonna go there. How to get persistent thrust to work. Does it what? So in the near future and far future, nuke reactors stop making EC and time warp with engines running. Huh. Interesting. Still didn't model the tanks as actual balloons? I did. Don't you see the little tie-off down here? You're lucky they don't have a dangly string. Interstellar probes, human exploration, beyond Mars, near future. Almost magical, but properly calculated. Tech. Interesting. So the right actually below. And nukes, of course. Why do we need the engine? Just open the bottom of those balloons and whee! Technically, that's exactly what we're doing, just with slightly more fire. Can't have my screaming big block? You might have to run hydrogen through it. Turning the moon to glass. I mean, just gonna like polish it down, make the ignition time a hell of a lot faster. I've been listening to a lot of things on. Oh god, time to jettison. Thank god I didn't miss it. Kink. Clearing away. The balls are free. Moving on. Anyway. Listening to things about hydrogen combustion engines. I mean, like the operational principle is pretty much the same. You know, spraying cryogenic hydrogen mixed with oxygen. Ba-boom. Yeah, Toyota figured out how to run engines on hydrogen really well. And BMW built a prototype one way back. And I don't remember if you had to do a lot of funky things to the timing. But yeah, storage is the issue. How are you going to keep the hydrogen cold? Exactly. And that's the scary part. Sitting on... It's either going to be a tank of compressed gaseous hydrogen or a really, 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 like, overwrapped, like, super pressurized vessel, insulated and pressurized vessel of liquid hydrogen. And all of it is scary. With hydrogens, there's no reason not to use fuel cells instead. I mean, by and large, we don't have, like, storage of electricity versus storage of a chemical is the issue. We don't have a battery medium that is as energy dense as most just liquids, certainly not gasoline. And so you're going to end up making it a whole lot heavier. All right, do we not have an encounter? There's an encounter, right? Am I missing something here? Where the fuck is the encounter? I guess I gotta kill the node to get it back. Boop. There we go. Alright, I'm sorry, chat. I have to... speaking of timing, next project in Buddy's Automotive Shop, we're building a 427 nitromethane. Yeah. Gaseous is what's high pressure. I say, if you're doing liquid hydrogen, wouldn't you want to keep it pressurized? Is that it would make it, I don't know, less likely to... harder, it would take, I don't know, something about it turning to gas. Skyhooks can be used for free. Tens of kilotons of orbiters. Reboosting largely unnecessary. Going with re-entries around Mach 15 instead of 25. Interesting. Nice. Mars, how's it going, Jakul? Good to see you. Hopefully Mars, yes. We're going to need quite a lengthy correction on this one, but we'll see what we can't do with what fuel we have, which is really not a whole hell of a lot. Fuel cells running off hydrogen get more bang for the buck than hydrogen combustion engine. Interesting. I mean, what kind of battery storage are we using, though? And I don't know. I guess if you're direct driving off the... What the fuck am I doing? Zooming in. Horrendous efficiency of piston engines. The energy density is still higher than current battery tech. Yep. Using gasoline. Cadence and COA. We can get a really good hook, potentially capable of low hypersonic. Charge time issue would be fixed. It's just an infrastructure trading off flammable liquid for high voltage electricity. I would say hydrogen pretty energy dense still. It's just compounding inefficiencies. Quite pointless in practice. Interesting. Alright. Seen too late. Time for bed. Right on, Dracul. Thanks for stopping in. Always nice to see you pop up. Didn't say X33. X30 NSAP. It's not battery storage, it's hydrogen running a fuel cell. Okay. So I was running... If you're using hydrogen storage to run a fuel cell, unless you're direct driving the motor, which, like, dude, that's a lot of amperage, you're going to want to, you know, stabilize it. You're going to want to stabilize your amperage and your delivery through a battery of some kind to streamline out the voltage. And, you know, a few other reasons. And batteries heavy. Plenty of industries that make waste hydrogen they currently burn off for free. Oh man. Alright. We need to, I guess, plot our mid-course. Let me get that dialed in. Gas, hopefully being wound down considerably by 2050. Alright, where is our 90 degree? We're here, it's there, it's here-ish. Add maneuver. Zoom back in, have a looky-loo. Because, yeah, we got a whole lot of dropping that down. Oh, man. I was thinking it's going to be like 20 some odd meters per second. It's going to be like 7. Maybe we do want to drop all the way down so that we can come in on the sunny side and streak across the South Pole. I think no matter what, we're probably landing outside of comms. I mean, maybe. Depends on our position. But, you know, not bad. Did I set an alarm for the other correction node on the other spacecraft? I don't believe I did I? I did not. Like an idiot. Add alarm. I need the stage. Stupid. RCS to arm, engines to 0, stage it, Katunk, insufficient avionics, activate, RCS to disarm, because I don't want you screwing everything up. Advanced, sun, up, execute, RCS back to arm, RCS back to arm, there we go. Okay. The only industry you can't see turning to hydrogen is jet. It's really, really hard to sell. Building massive hydrogen facility near the hydrogen is a waste from sodium chloride plant being recaptured. It's supposed to generate enough free hydrogen for 30,000 cars. Wow. I mean, I don't know. You'd think maybe if they could electrolyze it and just use it to power the rest of their operation. Like 50 gas stations you can get hydrogen. Think of one hydrogen car on the market. Interesting. I didn't know there were any on the market, honestly. I thought they were just prototyping. John Northrup. Flying wing going hypersonic. Toyota Mirai. Interesting. I'm going to have to look into that. Dude, it was first mass-produced one with more coming. Very interesting. Alright, now, what did that do to our... Yeah, now we're way the F over there. Not much braking power on this. A low-res car that wasn't mass-produced. The low-res car. What? Interesting. Kenworth is working on a battery hybrid semi. Cars are easy, frankly. Most things are when you have near Dyson sphere tech. Planes just can't be battery powered. No, so wasn't somebody working on an electric aircraft? At some point. Electric planes are doable, just slow. Yeah, I think the thing I remember seeing was prop powered. Which I'm like, okay for most things, but yeah, that turns on. We don't have to boot that dish. And we should be stable pointing at the sun. Let's make dang sure. Ding. How's our battery looking? Fully charged. Excellent. 146 days until our correction node. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. Yes. Just a hard sell. Turns off a lot of folks. Yeah, well. I, for one, am one of those people. If what was a 90-minute flight with a very unpleasant 5-year-old is now an 8-hour flight with a very unpleasant 5-year-old, I'm not going. Every truck in British Columbia was a Tesla Semi. You need 4 more Site C dams. Now, like 10 years into construction. Have to flood a sixth of the province to power them all. Wow. Yeah. Honestly, the only logistical answer that makes sense is more nuclear plants, but we see how well those go over. If anyone interested in EV truck coolness, look up Edison Motors. They just got their first battery electric with onboard generator logging truck, road legal. Damming the Mediterranean. The whole thing. Okay. Yeah, I have the alarm. Oh, that's what I was jumping out the map view to do, is to find our previous spacecraft, which should be interplanetary, jumping over to it and setting the alarm. Mars 3.0. Yeah, Mars 3.0. I don't want to set as target. That's the probe. The spacecraft, yeah, those are useless. Alright, we'll just have to do it from the tracking station. Unfortunately, taking a quick save. Yay! Click. they're semi-local to me. Edison Motors? Dude, that's pretty cool. Alright. Tracking station. I think I can set the alarm from inside the tracking station. We don't have to actually jump to the spacecraft. That would be awesome. Man, we got a lot accomplished for an hour. Jump to the bottom of the list. Mars 3.0. Add alarm. Mars 3.0 maneuver node 122 days. Add alarm. There we go. Sweet. We can get rid of that one, get rid of that one. And I think we're done with Mars launches. Leave facility. Alright. Really wish we had answers about how to redo aerospace to be carbon neutral, like real world answers. Alright. Astronaut complex. We can go ahead and, I mean, yeah, we're rolling in money. So let's move that on up so we can get our astronauts training done. That'll be done March 23rd. Integration, we're not. I think our next planned launches are all going to be the ones we can't build yet because I can't afford to unlock anything. Hold on, hold the phone here. Do we have 1 million funds? That's a comma, right? No. I am real dumb. We have 117,000. Wow. I can't even count digits, bro. So it's time to reassess some staffing so that we can get things built in a much more timely manner. 101A, we don't need anybody there because we're not building anything. The F2 pad, we want to max this one out, which I guess I need to appropriate more engineers. Learn how to, well, I don't do math on weekends. Hangar, Orbiter 1 has, what are we building at Orbiter 1? It would be in this one. Okay, Modelo. That will be done pretty soon. We can probably leave most of them there. We're maxed out everywhere else that we want to be, so yeah. Still making 15 grand a bump. Can't do that yet. Cost per day 1111. Admin building gives us another program slot. Astronaut complex. This is being upgraded currently. Mission control upgrade would just give us more contracts. Okay. You're so cheap. People can't comprehend how much power an EV takes. While simultaneously having to spend 20,000 of their money rewiring their panel in house, they can have an EV charger. Just the same. The same show they showed off their truck in Vancouver. Their house building things, and they got real annoyed at people calling it a hybrid. Yeah, you know, it happens. Alright, I guess we'll warp to complete here, because we don't have much else to do until our geocom stuff is ready to go. What's our research? Yeah, we got plenty of things in the queue. We don't need to worry about that. Recondition, go ahead, and we need to just bankroll money so we can finally unlock the Gemini pad, or the Gemini pod. I'm really interested in seeing how the Quest ST turns out. Now that's something I haven't heard of yet. I'm going to have to look into that. Alright, Modelo 3Z will be done. We'll go ahead and get that one up. That's just free science, I think. So let's go ahead and start the rollout. X-59. NASA's making a supersonic plane. A silent supersonic plane. The NASA's Mini Concorde. It's gonna be cool as balls. Oh, nice. More quiet. Excellent. All right, I just want to check and see how much we have with our whatchamahoots, our credit or whatever. Please fund NASA Aviation. Yes, please. Supersonic overland flight. Yeah, God, that would be awesome. All right, and open. If we could start building our crewed rockets, that would be awesome. BP F2. Yeah, well, we've got the test vehicle. We can build that just to get him some experience. Let's bring up the Zenith Blue for 2. Oh, did I not bring the Zenith Blue for 2 docking in? Dang it. That sucks. Made one with it. Why is David Hasselhoff's face on the side? Why isn't David Hasselhoff's face on the side of all of your rockets is what I want to know. Let's see, 101, unlock credit, 141,000, unlock cost, 375,000. Gemini cabin, can we do it? Not enough funds. Hold on, if I hit launch, unlock 8 parts for 233,000, integrate vessel, spending 141,000 unlock credit. Yes. Insufficient funds to unlock parts. Dang it. Dang it. So close. We just need a couple grand more. Okay. Ready for liftoff. Diesel generator power. Hydrogen, whatever power generation mixture you want. Independent of drivetrain. Alright, well. 4 days and we'll do our November flight and then we'll move some. Oh, hold on a second. The F2T pad, F2 pad. Some engineers are idle. Are they now? F2 maxed out. Orbiter 1 maxed out. Those are the only 2 pads we're building something. So we got 214 idle engineers. We're going to move them to 101A. Nah. We will move them when it's time. I could have started building the test vehicle, although that would cost a lot of money. And that's money we're not spending on unlocking the capsule. So, there we go. Alright, let's do a launch, shall we? Not like a plug-in Prius. You can charge batteries separately. Plug their truck in with a charger. That's how they ran at the show. Oh, that is interesting. Airbus involve a hydrogen electric turbofan. Well, that is interesting. Alright, Kerbal alarm clock, you can go away. MechJub, ascent guidance please. We are going to go to a 90-degree orbit in 200 by 200. That seems fine. Yep, looks good. Looks good. And yeah, I guess we're just going to park up there and take some pictures and come on back home, eh? Engage autopilot and ignition. Boom. Boom. Boosters lit. We are moving. Yeah. They flew one of those engines. Interesting. It's a fuel cell with an electric motor on the prop. Huh. to EDF, powered by fuel cells. Wow, that's really cool. Alright, coming up on SRB SEP. Badunk. Looks like they took each other out. Fine. Less things to rain havoc down on the coast here. Induct a proper prop. Alright, this should be a nice leisurely launch. I guess it depends on what kind of speeds you're looking to get. If an EDF would make more sense, or more thrust. Only better at high speed. Interesting. I guess I thought it was the opposite, to be honest. I'm very misinformed on a great many things. Alright, 38 seconds until Miko. And we have the grand return of the sausages. It's technically a turboprop because it's an electric turbine powered prop. Whoa. Interesting. Hydrogen passenger jet. Alright. Coming up on Miko and stage separation. Let's see if... Pow! Yeah! Alright. Solid light on our 405H, and we are moving. Next, this is interesting. Oh, maybe I just clicked on the wrong tanks, because certainly our sausages are draining currently. And here's our delightful little spy plane. Not spy, weather photographing thing. Yes. Devices that run off the energy of fluids. 850 kilometers an hour cruise speed. Not bad. Electric motor, same deal, but the bits flowing are much, much, much smaller. Wow. Interesting. Alright. Coming up on sausage deployment. There they go, clearing away. Fantastic. 800 kilometer range in the 80s. Wow. In the 80s. Consider the source. Alright, we're starting our angle down. Let's go ahead and boot our camera here. Tink. Unmet requirement. We are not in orbit. I put all the sciencey things in here. I did. That one's running elsewhere, but the other two are running just fine. Sweet. Hard and expensive to manufacture? Probably. But, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta do hard stuff. Electric motors are dirt cheap compared to traditional turboprops. Fair. Like, rethinking all of our safety everything. Alright, there's orbit. Sweet. We're gonna leave all of our stuff attached for now. Why didn't I launch at dawn like an actual person who knows what the hell they're doing? That would have been much, much smarter. So let's get into some daylight and then we'll re-angle our spacecraft. There we go, RCS to arm. Bring ourselves around into the sun here. Three, 35. We'll hit kill rotation here soon. Soon to soonish. Yeah. Bimodal electric hydrogen turbofan might be. Pure electric mode can maintain transonic flight and have the hydrogen powered mode to get it there. Yeah, it's way above my pay grade. But the Airbus motor is the miniaturized fuel cell behind it. Interesting. And come up with a battery that's lighter than hydrogen, sure, why not? Planes are weight limited beyond volume limited. That makes sense. Alright, so what's our off angle? Let's bring that up. Get that into the 90-something percentage. There we go. That's pretty good. Scent guidance, so you can go away. Oh, little 405H. Look at you wiggling. So cute. Wiggle, wiggle. Alright, and now we just need to monitor our batteries. Really wonder if maybe we should just go ahead and separate this just so we don't have the battery. Oh, yeah. All the fuel is going to boil off any dang way. There's absolutely no point in keeping that stupid thing attached. That was real dumb, Cosmo. Oh, here's our isogrid tank. That's why we kept it attached. Because we do have some boil-off protection. I enjoyed watching Starship fly the other day. Go SpaceX. That was a fun flight to watch. Definitely one of the more entertainment things, or more entertaining things I've seen from them in a good long while. Don't understand their terminology. Pod containing a fuel cell hardwired to an electric-driven prop. Like a Wabtex trains. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Now I was going to keep this around so that we could deorbit it, and now I'm just like, dude, why? So maybe we get to where we have comms, and then we separate it. And that is this and these guys. So RCS is arm. Patunk. There we go. Alright, now if you could face to retrograde, please. We're going to get rid of this thing. We can at least somewhat clean up our junk today. You do have ignitions, right? Yes, you do. Excellent. Hey, we could actually switch. Oh, yeah, because this one doesn't automatically turn itself into debris. So, our engine is ullaged, yes. We lost comms. Propellant very stable. Alright, and ignition then. Whee! Zing! Good day, sir. That's always a fun thing to do. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's monitor this until it runs out of fuel. Or fuel. Film! For fuck's sake, Cosmo. Work tomorrow, so probably won't be able to watch everything tonight. Building work is great. Right on, Killer Kriegsman. Have a good evening. Always a pleasure to see you pop up in chat. And keep posting minis, man. I love seeing that stuff. Planes. Is it just me? Or Boeing plane? I'm not LCnP mode lately. Yeah, confusing your torque spec for inch pounds and foot pounds. or something like that. I don't know, but it's hard to watch, man. It hurts to watch. It hurts to see them just fuck up so constantly. I don't know, is that how y'all feel hanging out here? Like is it just stressfully painful sometimes? Gotta do milk run. And have fun. Uh, or is that a joke? Because I did an episode called Milk Run in the 1.1.3 series, and everything went wrong. It was supposed to be just hey, let's a contract, 3 curvels to orbit, and then everything got fucked up, and it was bad. Awkward moment where your standard torque bolt yields while tightening. It's really hard to turn, and then suddenly it just spins. How long have we been up there? 17 hours? No storage space. Are you kidding me, son? Alright, transfer data here. 10 slots. Did that work? Do we have the storagey space now? Well, we're waiting. Let's get over something that we haven't quite finished taking all the pings. Yeah, waiting. It clicks to running every now and again. But it looks like we got a good chunk of it. Or we're just over a lot of water right now. Running. It hasn't said depleted yet, so we got that going for us. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, some of these we've barely even touched on. That's interesting. How long until something else gets built? That would be integration, not construction, you dummy. 2 days, so... I don't know if we'll be up here for 2 days, but maybe. I can see how we could possibly be up here for a while. Wow. Just waiting for it to say, like, resource depleted or whatever. Usually that happens a lot. I don't know, maybe I feel like it happens a lot faster, but maybe I just bang it through super high time warp and don't notice. Just amazed that in less than a generation, Boeing went from McDonnell Douglas merging with Boeing to having basic monopoly on the top dog planes in every sector to, yeah, being this scary. It is, yeah, alarming, to say the least. Alright, let's start this rollout. That's 5 more days that bought us until we can maybe do hopefully a geosynchronous launch. No. Oh, are we running out of battery? No. What's happening? Oh, Earth-Mars transfer point. Yep, don't need it. Thank you very much. Electric charge doing pretty well. Welcome back, Lucy. Nope. This is the thing I'm supposed to be watching. Ding. At least it's pretty up here. At what point do we just call this? It's been 4 days. Do these things really take? I don't know. I distinctly remember this thing running out of film at some point. Right? Depleted. I saw a depleted. Transfer data here. I hope that worked. Data. Connection in progress. I don't want you to transmit it, I want you to keep it. Transfer data here. Anyway, let's pack that up. Let's get angled to retrograde, please. And let's get this thing home, shall we? These things take months. Womp womp. Now I think this one, depending on how many biomes you fly it over, comes back in a week or two. Something like that. I think it's 14 days. Alright, if we deorbit now... I mean, nighttime is on that side, so maybe we push it a day, but honestly, no, I think we can have a chance of coming down in the US if we just push it a bit. So let's begin our deorbit maneuver. What's the plan? To return back home? Yep, indeed. Depleted, and we'll go ahead and turn you off then. How much propellant do we have left? Oogles, fantastic. We have a buddy that works during the week on a Starliner software testing. Has been down to work in months because they no longer have hardware to test. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Okay. That's fun. Why don't they have hardware to test? They're just like, oh, buddy. Oh, no. Scary. They're currently getting parachutes resorted again. Oh, fun. Okay. Alright, we're going to go with a periapsis of 70. Oh, wait a minute. What? Does it matter what heat shield we have on here? Because it's... so light. I'm hoping it won't matter, but we're going to take a quick save because I've completely forgotten what the re-entry procedure is for this thing. Wiring redone after deflammabilized. Oh, good. I also wish Boeing could do things. I don't know what the hell happened to the culture over there and why it's just so completely effed up, but I really want them to be, I don't know, the bastion they used to be. Alright, let's get this back into retrograde, please. Thank you. Your brother works and fucking hates it. Man, McDonnell Douglas happened. Mm-hmm. Alright, so next step is stage that. Spin the motors. Yep. We'll give this a little tippy tap. Maybe we'll leave... No, we won't leave that throttled. So, alright, staging. Patunk. Oh, okay. I'm like, I think the game froze, but, oh, this should be fun. Oh, we've applied some torque here. I'll say initially Boeing's management took over, but a few years after the merger, some of the people that were running Douglas were running Boeing. But it has bounced back and forth a lot. Well, this is interesting. I wonder how this is going to affect our re-entry. Boeing engineer leadership. or possibly should have done this staging event whilst outside of the atmosphere so that we could fizz warp, or not fizz warp, so that we could time warp through stuff and have it not be quite so dumb. Like, I want to separate our set motor things, but that will push us further into the camera stage thing and could result in an explosion, and I don't want that to happen, so we're just going to ride this out. Oh, hey, there we go. Now we're clear-ish. Very hesitant to stage this thing, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ba-tunk. Oh yeah, that's right. We finally were able to dial that down so it doesn't go kicking us in the teeth like that. Free. We're on top. Questionable. Very questionable indeed. Is that the camel's picture? Alright. So we should be getting some entry heating. Where are we? Okay. Off the coast of South America somewhere. Yeah. Fair. Oof. Duh. Well, at least the re-entry heating will look some kind of pretty. Probably. Our little spinny guy. There's an angle that makes it look like we're going somewhere. Can't tell where, but we're going. For sure. Everything's going to be fine. And yeah, hopefully we can get at least one of our geosync comsats up before I have to close down the stream today. I'm hoping. I was hoping this would go a little bit faster than it did, but here we are. Dancing probes, always. Everybody gets their dancing shoes on when they come to hang out with me. I don't know why. Not particularly fond of dancing. All right, 100 kilometers and still descending. Starting to bicycle wheel quite a bit more sideways. Hey, there's a landmass. All right, there's our deorbital camera change. Things will get a little less awkward to look at now. What are we looking at? Is that... Wait a minute. Are we going north? Oh, shit. We are. Yeah, it's the Gulf of California. There's Mexico. I don't know. Play our angles right, and maybe we'll land in Canada or something. I don't know. Nope, there's heating effect. Yep, part of our aeroshell is going to probably melt off and take the top half of the aeroshell with it. Good times. Yeah, I love how the heat just kind of like wiggles. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, oh, that angle. Certainly something's going to burn off. Just keep, yep, patow, there it is, yay. Alright, arm parachute. And now our probe core should be out of the heating, we hope. We'll see what happens. Basically gonna land within range of any of the West Coast air bases for mid-air retrieval. Yes, we've got an aircraft deployed right now with some tow hooks on it. Yeah, looks at most I think I mean, if that's the US-Canada border here, I imagine we're going to hit the dirt somewhere here. It's at Utah, Nevada area-ish. Look for landmarks. Starting to straighten out. Which means the air is getting much denser. Alright. Sweet. Okay, yep. Six kilometers per second and burning off that ablator pretty dang quick. Okay. That's the part that always makes me nervous. Alright, based on how much ablator it took us to go from 6.5 to 5.5, I think we basically stop chewing off a blader at about 3.5 kilometers per second. Varies by altitude, of course, but oh gosh, maybe I'm wrong. Alright, well, there's 3 kilometers per second, and yeah, we should see that number slowly trail off and stop ablating. Ta-da! Yes! That is a successful entry. Woo! Now, where the hell are we? That looks pretty mountainous, but not so much. Maybe? Yeah, I guess if that's the Washington-Oregon dividing line, California is about here, so I would say we're probably somewhere in Nevada, maybe? Very northern parts of such. But hey, sweet. It's just a radar altimetry. And let's go ahead and fizz warp this thing onto the ground, even though we're being caught by an airplane. Parachute any minute now. There we go. Good jorb. Gonna go to full deploy anytime soon there, sweetie peas? Isn't Nevada way to the south? Like, no, it gets kind of, it corners off with Mexico, and I think New Mexico is, no, Arizona. New Mexico is a little to the east. Globe is black on black on black. Straight, right. So it's hard to tell. And I don't have a map handy. But, yeah, you can barely even see the lights. We're somewhere in the continental United States. Northwestern-ish. Probably. And I'm really hoping we don't start rolling down hills. So we'll get our inflatable airbags ready. Washington, Oregon, probably. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Boink. The anti-roll balls have done their job. Yay! Recover vessel. Normal recovery. Whee! Yay! We did it, yay! Happy times. We got a bunch of science points that we're not even going to spend because we got more than 1,000 of them banked up. We just aren't clawing through the research nodes very fast at all. Yeah, 19.6 credits of science into our vast pool here. Yay, I'll take it. It is a thing, so. Everything else is radioed home. Sweet. And we got 1,000 funds from recovered parts. Done. Yay. Let's warp to complete on this. That's 2 more days. That gets us a stack of more monies. Let's try to build a rocket, shall we? It would be really, really, really nice if we could just start construction on our Gemini program. I don't think we can even train the astronauts for the pod yet, which there was some update in there at some point where the astronaut complex has to be upgraded to a certain level before you can train for the Gemini stuff. No, not you, MacJeb. The open button, please. And so I don't think we're going to get the crew stuff out the door anytime in 1967. Is basically the gist of this. Alright. F2T, Zenith Blue for 2. Load. Definitely not enough science points. Not even Gemini. Money. And I keep spending it on... Oh yeah, no. Orbiter. No, not Orbiter 1. LC101A. Sweet. The unlock cost. See? It's 375,000 funds to unlock the Gemini capsule stuff. Unlock 8 parts for 221. Spending 153,000. Dang it, I don't have it yet. You fucker. Not enough. Insufficient funds to unlock parts. You gross. Yeah, so this thing costs 375,000. So we're going to load up the test vehicle, which is basically the same rocket, just with the Gemini capsule removed. Zenith Blue for 2 test vehicle, load, and maybe we'll build up some efficiency on the engineers working on it. See? Pretty basic bitch shit here, right? Unlock cost 3. What? Blasphemers. Yeah, good. It's all tooled. I'm not upgrading a goddamn thing. Everything on here is archaic as fuck. Alright, added integration. Yay! No, like, I think I unlocked the node that had the Gemini capsule in it. Oh god, in like 1964. It's just been money. Yeah, we'll keep those 570. We can drop all of these engineers out. We'll leave them 1 because I think they're doing a reconditioning or something, right? The 350 ton will pull all of you guys off because you're not working on anything right now, and everybody goes to 101A to build that test vehicle. Yay! The time I unlocked Gemini, I had enough to unlock credit to pick up new engines like candy. Well, look at you playing the game well. Hope you're proud of yourself. Yeah, this won't be done until... Oh, that's this year. Derp, derp, derp. Alright, so I guess we can go on ahead and launch stuff. 323, that's how long from now? A month-ish? Is it worth spending the money to bang through it so I can start the training? Buttons to use said engines, no. But unlock credits, oh, you betcha. Nice. Alright, hey, let's do a geocom mission. I know these are super exciting. Good evening, how's it going, Rocket Goose? Good to see you. It's going pretty well. I've actually been all over the wind column today. 2 missions on their way to Mars with remarkable margins. A film camera return mission went well. Recovered even over the continent of the United States. And now we're going to try our luck with geosynchronous comsats. And we're even pretty close to having enough funds to actually buy the Gemini capsule. Finally. Alright. So, ascent guidance. We're going to go to 180 by 180 at our current inclination. Yep, everything else here looks good. Let's engage autopilot and ignition. Hopefully we can just pour through this. I got an hour and 8 minutes before I gotta shut down the stream, so... Man, maybe we can even get 2 of these off the ground. Wouldn't that be cool? I know, these launches, super boing. Now, we should see when the next Venus launch window is and start prepping for a lander there now that we've got lunar-rated heat shields. A very short weather window for astrophotography this week. We tried to capture Comet 12P Ponsbrooks. Wow. That's awesome. How did it go, Rocket Goose? Don't leave us hanging here, buddy. Building a remote cabin. always want to get into astrophotography. You know, just being out in the boonies and actually being able to see a star at nighttime. With servos and built camera movers. Hey, fair enough. Pretty good excuse. I mean, if you want to process it more before you share it, by all means. If you're willing to share it now, I'd love to see it. Alright, coming up on booster set in about 4 seconds. 2, 1, ka-tunk. Clearing away. Running now just on the core engine. Alright. Still running pretty solid. Sweet. Astrophotography is expensive. I already have enough expensive. I know all the fun hobbies are expensive, right? Get food right on. Thanks for hanging out, Lucy. Pick me up a cheeseburger. That'd be great. Damn it, I'm hungry. I'm very hungry, but I have 2 awesome bits of leftovers I can choose from when I go upstairs. I made some beef and broccoli on Friday night. It turned out extra good because I was like, dude, I'm putting in an extra half batch of sauce, and hell yeah, that worked out well. And I also have some Dublin coddle that I made last night. And like, oh hell, that's dang it, that stuff's good. Order chicken nuggets for Jeff, 2 please. Mm-hmm. The first person to ask about the potluck is hosting the potluck. Yeah, 54 seconds to core stage separation. Alright, bearings clearing away. I guess if this were a real space program, we would probably leave fairing sep off until after Seco, or right before Seco during staging, right? Volunteer your shop to host said potluck. I don't need to cook anything, right? I don't know. As long as you don't bring it up first. Somebody else asks about the potluck, and then you say, you person who asked about it, can host it at my shop. Then no. I don't think you need to cook. But first person to mention the potluck is hosting has to host the potluck. I guess if you host the potluck, you don't have to bring anything. Or do you? Oh man, I'm still really new on all the rules. A lot of rockets do fairing sep during booster burn. Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. It just seems like something you wouldn't want to do when there's a lot of load on the rocket, but you want something to get the fairings clear and away. I guess to do that, you want to be under thrust. They just tend to have a second stage inside the fairing. Fair. Yeah. Typically. Oh, Rocket Goose. That's pretty awesome, dude. Man. That was 5 meters like that. I think so. Yeah. I think with the 5-meter fairing, it would have to be, right? This also carries its dead boosters out of the atmosphere. Alright, about 68 seconds left until we hit orbit, and according to MechJeb, we should have about 4.3 kilometers per second left in our upper stage. That would be nice. God, we're... the program on this is so, like... I think, honestly, we're starting to run to the point where we got like a year left on our Gemini program. And I'm pretty sure our geosync stuff is going to be out by the end of the year too, because we really dropped. Like, I took it at a faster rate, thinking like, oh man, I've already got the hardware to do this. I've already done geosynchronous stuff. This will be easy, and then of course it's not, because everything failed. Mostly me. It's now we're running up on the end of the program. We're going to stop getting funding for it, and I don't think we have even one capable satellite in orbit currently. So, yeah, we got that going for us. We're doing great. It's going well. Alright, there's our camera change, and we are in orbit. Hooray! Alright, and we would like to change apoapsis at the equatorial descending node to what? 36 mil? Am I doing this correctly? Yes, set as target. No, set as target. Thank you. Yeah, 35974 by 356. So should I put it at like 35.7? And just do that instead. Create node. Boink. Looks pretty good. Let's do it. 17 minutes. RCS to ARM. Execute next node, please. Oh man, I did adjust the fuel flow priority, didn't I? Yes, yes I did. Fantastic. Sweet. Still Principia. Wiggle noodles till they stop moving in surf mode. Easy! Yeah! And warm feet while Principia gravitates all your debris. Ah, interesting. It'd be nice to have that clean itself up all the time, eh? Warm my feet by my poor 7700K as it turns into a small space heater trying to do all of that math. And on the weekend, no less. Avionics unlocked. Going for second ignition, please don't fail. Alright, 405H has relit. So far, so good. You can get in the habit of setting your boosters to mark as debris after staging, and it can clean itself up. Yeah, I require forethought, planning, and a good memory. You have none of those. Alright, man, that should leave us with plenty of Delta V. It's not like we haven't test flown this mission like 30 forking times. So, like, Delta V, not my concern right now. We should have more than enough, plus some margin to do this. We ran this sim last time too, I believe. I think we did that before we started simming. No, that wasn't last time. Was it last time? Yeah, it was last time. Okay, hail. Abort node execution. Remove all nodes. I'm just going to go ahead and let you sit and spin for a while. That's fine. Alright. Circularize at apogee, create node, cool beans. I wish the combine maneuver node feature wasn't terrible. I wish I could move maneuver nodes without having to do this. But here we are. Pulling at the little node strings ever so gently. Yeah, you know, and that looks like it's within a degree, right? Bump it back up just a smidge. Get things to be all cattywampus. That puts us outside of the orbit of our target entirely, which should be within spec, so we just want to very gently do it less than that, you dummy. There we go. Alright. And to add your PC's wattage to Home Assistant settings. It turns out when you get a 4090, it was enough heat to throw off your Nest heating logic. Wow. That's interesting. Oh, wrong way, stupid. That looks better, and that looks out of spec. Always something, right? Okay. You know what? Let's just run with that. And 1840 looks pretty good, yeah. Plus boil off, we should be okay. Huh. Alright, slow tip into the node. Really hope this doesn't fucking fail. Oh man, like how many launches have we done for this program already? That's a probe, that's an intersect, 1A probe, and 1A probe, 1A probe, 1A. I'll say for 3 probes, they're probably all close to their home satellite. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 unsuccessful attempts. We've basically got a ComNet of failures already on station and in orbit. It's going well. Alright, 30 seconds. One last light from this 405H. Please, please, please. One more light for Papa. There it is. Excellent. Inclination has to be less than 1 degree. And of course our orbital period, 23 hours, 56 to 58 minutes, give or take. Ding, less than 1 degree, 0.79. I'll take that. Abort node execution, remove all nodes. And if you could angle to retrograde, I'm sure you've got plenty of RCS propellant for which we can do this. We're just going to angle to retrograde, separate the payload, and then dial in the orbit with just the satellite, since now it has its own avionics and control. You can have a gaming PC as a centerpiece in the living room instead of a fireplace. You know, hey, why not? Why wouldn't you? The thrusters on our payload are tiny as hell. I'm rethinking my decisions because it will take a long time for those to do the work needed to shut off the 8 minutes or so from our orbital period. And then we gotta angle into the sun. An ERV that recycles the heat out of the air exchanger. It's basically a furnace heater. Nice. I can say, when we bought this house and moved in, we built this room in the basement for me to use as an office, and they're like, oh, do you want Do you want to put in an air vent? Like the line is, I don't know, the air HVAC venting thing. It's like right above me, and I'm like, nah, there's no point. It's a basement, so it stays cool in the summer, and it's got my PC in it, so it will be warm in the winter. and up to about 20 degrees outside, it works well enough. PCs are on a rack in your utility closet. Lines ran to a dock at the desk, so it's basically a smart furnace. Made the rocks think, did ya? Yes, I know we don't have any ignitions, but we're just going to lay on the throttle until our orbital period is within spec. 23:54 and 23:58. So we got a few minutes to shut off our orbital time here. I'm going to get it a little below the 23:58. So we got some wiggle room on our staging here. So take a quick save. Dunk. Forgot to turn on the avionics. Activate. Pull ourselves away. Monitor building, plus it doesn't get below like in 5C here. It's 1200 watts of PC heat's enough to heat your condo. Dude, what? That's awesome. Sun down. Execute. We'll wait until we're done turning and clear of our payload before we start extending these solar panels. Alright, dude, goals. Exactly. Now, 1A and 1B, I have checks on them. New. Oh, I have to have 4, so this will count as one of these two, and apparently it's giving me credit for those two, even though they suck. Like, I should have roll control. I just want to roll and get my solar panels to a point where they're not going to impact our stage below us when they deploy. Alright, deploy. Da-da-da-da. And wait till those get angled into the sun. Hey, would you look at that? Let's make sure we're tracking the sun. We are, and let's shut down our avionics. Big boop. Let's say, God, those batteries. Yes, batteries are charging. Hooray! One down. Booyah. Alright, I guess we should rename this. F22 Geocom 2B. We'll call this 2B1. Accept. Take a quick save, because we're done with this here. Our primary heat is floor water tubes. So we were working on plans for a building for a month. Our heated floors would turn off and get cold. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, F that. Alright, back to the Space Center. We got one in orbit, and it works. Yay! I'll take it. I want to be done with that stupid fucking contract. Just want to be done. I got the money. I used it. I wasted it in a lot of dumb things like tooling. Now I'm ready to go do something else, like Gemini, and quickly. Geocom 2B will be done in April 24th. We're currently reconditioning the launch pad. All right. We need to get that to like, what, 220 by not spending any dang money. 323, that's our next. Oh, and that will free up a bunch of cash. Magnetic scan. Man. Yeah, Geocom 2B, don't care. Ching, and boom, now we're going to make a lot of money. 81 grand. We're just going to slow warp this for a bit. Wait till it gets to, I don't know, 220, 230-ish. Our science bonus is going up this whole time, too. Hey, look at that. It popped us out of time warp all on its own. How's the Zenith Blue for 2 going? A test vehicle. Do we want to keep building the test vehicle? No. Edit. So, hopefully. Fingers crossed, everybody. We have enough money. Fingers fucking crossed. Loading screen. Boom. Oh, that's still a test vehicle. Alright. Open. Yeah, what did it just tell me his batteries were almost dead? I don't care. It can't be anything that is actually doing work, right? Zenith Blue for 2. Load. Edited 0%. Launch. Spending 190,000 and 184,000 update credit. We got them. Boom. Oh, hold on a second. Cancel integration. We've got stuff to tool. Are you kidding me? Tool all. Purchase toolings. I swore I had done everything. Launch. Added to the integration list. Yes! It's being built! Fucking finally! 166 days. Our first Gemini launch vehicle will be ready. The astronauts, probably not so much. Save. How much does this cost? 16 grand. We got 4,700 left. We spent all of our money. I'm glad you got to see that before you had to take off, Kirkit. PLNC, where it takes 3 to 4 painful Unity scene changes just to start building a rocket. Ciao. Thank you, Kirkit. It does take... yeah. What the fuck? Did I guess I edited that one, and fuck me. I don't know what's what. Maybe we bump you up for whatever reason. I don't know what's happening here. Holy shit. Astronaut training. Proficiency Gemini. Jesus, February 7th, 1968. How the hell do we speed this up? Alright, well, we got nothing to do for a year while we're building things. And this was limited not by us being able to unlock the capsule, but by the upgrade to the astronaut complex. So, that's what's going on with that. We'll have plenty of time to build out a few rockets, including a docking target and a few other things, but I don't know, we should probably hire some damn staff, but we can't afford it right now. But the good news from that is we just wait a little while. It's 52 grand just by sitting there. Let's hire some staff. Probably we're gonna. Yeah, it was like we don't really need. Well, we could max out 101A, and that's probably what we should do. Yeah, that's 30 grand right there. Boom, 6. And we need to match it with researchers. We can't because I spent all the money. Yeah. See, my number of researchers, generally speaking, allegedly, I don't know how accurate this is. Your number of researchers should basically always be 2 times your number of engineers. I don't know how accurate that is, but it's a thing. And hey, this is 22 hours from being complete for launch number 2. Do we have time for it? Yeah, looks like we do. Well, we might. Let's start the rollout. Rollout. 4 more days. That gets us another 6 grand. Sweet. Before we go anywhere, let's hire some staff. I don't like having one that ends in a 1. 310 engineers hire. How many we got left? 4. No, not F2. Orbiter 1. LC101. It's, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. Let's do that first. Get us to a good round number. It's 55. Can I hire 5 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly 5. Boom. Sweet. Okay. So, who wants to tell me how to speed up training? Complete 7 February 68. How do we speed up training? Have you done any X-planes to save? Yes. Yes, I have. They are sitting in storage. Right there. Flew them a lot. Killed, what, 2 people with them? So, nice thing about KRPC is you can cheese the VAB and launch vessels from the Space Center and cheese the tooling window complex window. Interesting. Leader perks, speed up training. Interesting. Okay, let's go take a look. We've got all our leaders. It would take 30 days to displace one. If we hire in a contractor, does any of that flight research speed? These are mostly research speeds. Doesn't have much to do with crew stuff. I think all that's going to be in here. That's minus 5% speed of crew training. Alright. Doesn't training speed up with Astro Complex upgrades? Alright, it's Astro Complex level 3 that decreases training, not leaders. Okay. Explains to say we're amazingly cursed watching the start and the suborbital attempt shenanigans. Oh, it was fun, that's for sure. Yeah, alright. Oh, hey, look, we're actually at the peak of funding for this. It's going to start tapering off, and we need to finish it by, what, August. No, that'll happen. Yeah, we're currently riding the downward trend in the fund for interplanetary, but the last 2 missions are in flight, so hopefully we're just kind of coasting on that. And crewed orbit, yeah, by like the end of the year, we're supposed to do EVA, rendezvous, and docking. Which, holy shit, if I built... No, because the astronauts are going to be ready to fly until fucking February. So we're gonna be outside of the bounds on that one, no matter what the hell we do. Highly recommend Rocket Goose. Alright. Moving swiftly along. Second verse, same as the first. Let's get our geocom sat thing up and out the door. We got not a whole lot else going on right now. 30 days from now, our Mars orbiter will have its mid-course. Beginning of the series is great. Everything after that, nah, not so much. Can't speak for the middle. Fair enough. Okay, ascent guidance, all this should be existing, 180, 1600, current, yep. Engage autopilot and ignition, yay! Lamps. And we're going to do the bold and brave thing and fizz warp through as much of this as we can. Because, oh man, these satellite contracts are just kind of tedious and boring. Judging by how not far along from episode 8 we are in episode 33, can't wait. Good luck to you. I tip my hat to you, sir. Let us know what we can do to improve your viewing experience. Not that we will, but we'd still like to know. Alright, 20 seconds to boost your SEP. There's our massive pitch down moment. Boosters cleared away. Alright. Now I should probably pop it out of Fizz Warp for the 405H ignition, because that thing likes to torque like crazy. But we got a minute and 22 seconds. I mean, less than that. Fizz Warp, you know. But here it is. Alright, one more minute remaining. I might be clicking off and slightly better than double time. Who knows? Bearings? Whew. They didn't break anything, did they? Guess I'll never know. Right, 10 seconds. Let's bring it out of Fizz Warp. Staging? Oh, what in the... Okay. Sure. What the fuck was that? Wow. Alright, here we are. RCS to arm. Let's let it kill that roll. Okay. You do you, KSP. You do you. Back to Fizz Warp. Back to RCS disarm. Want to preserve some of that propellant for when we actually want to use it. I guess I thought that the this doing the tap off was gimbaled to help control roll. Oh, I guess maybe it is because our roll has stopped. So there we go. Freestyle staging. Serious as I finished my day, I head to bed, slowly slaving my way, falling asleep to Cosmo's voice. Freestyle staging. Record scratch. You're probably wondering how I got here. Hey, there's Orbit. Yay! Alright, and we want to change Apoapsis. What did we do last time? 36,500? Or was it 35,600? Fuck me. Equatorial descending node. Let's jump out to map view. Node. I mean, yeah, it looks good enough, right? Let's just... Here we go. RCS to ARM, execute next node. Boom. It'll probably work. Yeah, 2459 feels about right, eh? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's taking HGP from those tanks because I never gave them fuel priority, and yeah, okay, good. Like freestyle stages, you like the Comsburger series of launches where Cosmo's mech setting is broken, so his rockets are staying in closed-loop pitch rate guidance till booster cutoff. Oh man. Uh-huh. See, way back in the 1.1.3 days, I refused to use MechJeb for launching. I flew everything manually, because it was more fun. I'm just a terrible pilot. So it also made everything inefficient as fuck. And so now, if I want to actually get anywhere in this game, I gotta let MechJeb do some stuff. I'm just really bad at... Yeah, I mean all of it. The first time you'll watch the series live, your baby is exclusively stocked without not to PLC craft files. Wish you'd have a chief designer leader named Cosmo. I appreciate that. Thank you. I hope you have better luck flying them than I did. Meanwhile, why is my booster now? PBG. Pitch program to stage 1. Yeah. I never claimed to be smart. Stewie, remind me as we get to the end of the stream. I will repost the save file in the Discord. I don't think I've made many changes, but you know, just in case. Just in case. I don't know. It does remind me to keep doing that. So, yeah. Anybody who wants to wonder why I'm so bad at this game can look and see for themselves. The pre-MechJeb days. That was fun. I enjoyed the hell out of that. You know, this is back in a time when RP0 was, I don't know, not quite as brutal, and certainly cheaper. Like, you could afford to fail a few times. Abort node execution, remove all nodes. Whoop. Let's plot our node to change inclination. 0 degrees, create node. As I do that, it's going to contract. No, it's going to expand. By a lot. Yeah, I should have not gone. Give me the node back, please. How are we looking? Not great, but okay. Better, but now inside the loop, and that should take it to where if I nudge this down just a little bit more. No, still gotta walk that back. And nudge that back. I want so badly for the combine maneuver node button to work better. You know what? We're just going to go with that. Good enough for everybody else? Alright. Execute next node, please. RCS is armed. Yes, excellent. Use PVG for like a week. Found it so finicky you taught yourself KOS. Got fed up with KOS. Taught yourself physics and Python to use KRPC. That's the motivation. The burning hatred is the best motivation, isn't it? It'll be more than milk rod. Fair. It's never just milk. What I'm doing is PVG hates solids. The PEG script. Yes, you wiggle your gimbal. Wiggle, wiggle. Alright. And then into regular warp, here we go. Alright, one last ignition, 405H. You can do it. Closed loop guidance, need to care about what your SRB does. You might be building a cursed rocket. What if your only rocket is an SRB? Just SLS. Wiggle, wiggle. I love that fishtail. Like, it's got to wiggle the propellant out of the back end before it can actually start. What the shit, bro? I see what you did there. Alright, inclination less than 1 degree. Yes. Orbital period. Holy shit. Abort node execution. Remove all nodes. Dude, look at that. Huh. Yeah. We're within spec. Well, isn't that just something? Let's kill rotation on this stage with hopefully without screwing too much up here. Alright, let's get ready for staging. Toonk. Turn on avionics, Cosmo, you dummy. Alright, advanced. Sun. Down, execute. Alright, yeah, we're plenty clear of that, so let's go ahead and boot this. Deploy. I wish that wasn't so close to the range safety button, but here we are. An engine not stolen from a museum. Ouch. Where are we in relation to our other satellite? Is that it right there? 2P1. Yay! We made a triangle. Of course we did. Because of course we did. Never said my network had to be evenly spaced. Alright, so let's give this a quick rename. It's 2B2. Accept. Alright, we are one satellite away from having this be done. Quick save. And back to the Space Center. I touched a flown F1. Oh, man, sorry about that. I touched a flown F1 engine. Just saying. Alright, where are we at? 29 days until Mars 3.0. We have 3 days to recondition the pad. Sweet. Come on. Ding. 25 days. Is that before 6.4? I mean, that's June, it's May. So yeah, 25 days. I guess that is our next thing to do. Yeah, it is a pretty quick maneuver. So let's just... It'll probably be the last thing we can take care of today. Oh, come on. Really? Geocom 2... Wait, what the fuck? No more electric charm... You gotta be fucking kidding me, right? Lunacom... We're gonna have to spend some time doing this stuff. And I'm really sorry about all of it. 2B2 probe, we don't care about you. You can go away. 2B... Boom, 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 you can go away. Yeah, 2B1 and 2B2 both have electric charge. They should be fine, right? I really just don't want to do this. What the hell is going on? Touch the button, Finding Nemo. Not an F1, not just an F1 engine, a flown F1 engine. Alright, let's get out to Mars 3.0 at the appropriate timestamp, hopefully without further interruption. What are you interrupting me for? Geocom 2B1, batteries are almost empty. No more electric charge on Geocom 2B1. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I guess we're gonna need a bigger solar panel. 2B1, batteries recharge, systems on. How'd you get a flown F1? They've recovered some. They recovered, what, one or two? And it's in a museum. God, was that when I was in Seattle, or was that... I think it was. I'm not sure anymore. Alright, 6 days. Warping to it at the vessel doesn't grant us any... Yeah, 2B1 batteries are almost empty again. Fucking piece of shit. Jump to ship. Let's do what we can here. One second. Alright, yeah. The F1s are, in fact, insanely huge. Alright, are you angling to the sun? No, you are not, but you are attempting to do so right now. Reminds me, a reasonable SLS alternative should have been Jarvis? I am unfamiliar. Please enlighten. 0.2 meters per second. We're gonna fuck that trajectory up more by just re-angling into the sun. I mean, probably. I think that they wanted to pull the F1s and the J2s out of storage and use to make an LV. Storage bin to make an LV. Ah, okay. So I thought they were looking at them for what, the Pyros boosters? They're like, we can't replicate these because everybody forgot how to weld or some shit. Or just the techniques don't exist anymore. New engines, but reusing Saturn tooling. Myth, actually, of good documentation on the F1s. Thank goodness. Like, that is like the stupidest excuse I've ever heard. And I was really hoping it was. And I'm like, this has got to be false as shit, right? Please tell me this isn't real. Alright, let's start seeing if we can't dial in this node without having to actually change directions. What's some of the actual builds or deviations from the documentation? Interesting. Okay, looks like we're making good steady updates here. There's half of it. Just got to be low enough to get a good angle on orbital insertion. Hopefully not spend all of our... I mean, it doesn't matter. We got one ignition on that engine. Whatever we use is what we use, but it'd be nice to be inside the orbit of Phobos and Deimos. Or, ooh, I don't know. Maybe we, No, we don't want to plot for flyby, do we? That would be dumb. Let's replot our orbital insertion maneuver. Or 20... Oh, well, okay, good. At least it doesn't get us to deorbit. What do we got in these tanks? 25, 30... Give me the node, please. Nope. Ay, ay, ay. 6... 25... Yeah, we'll leave it at 2575, just so we shoot a little shy. But still, okay. Yeah, that puts us inside the orbits, so we won't run into anything that we don't want to. Gives us a good long time on Mars's daylight side, at least initially, so that we can transmit and relay comms. And hopefully when our lander comes in and comes streaking across the South Pole, this will give this orbiter a good chance to pick up and relay that signal if it needs to. I think that's pretty dope. Well, alarm. We need to set an alarm. Oh, we're coming in from... No, that's our escape. Alright, alright. No. Go away. You. Add alarm for SOI change. 168 days. Add alarm. Thank you very much. And we can go ahead and delete this one. 2L Bats has its maneuver in 24 days. That one's a little bit more significant. Maybe we just go ahead and jump to ship. Knock this out now. Judging my smarter everyday Artemis talk, the new age NASA engineers aren't capable of reading old drawings. What the fuck? Making questionable decisions. Oh, wrong button. Dang it. That's going to cost us a little bit of propellant. I meant to do this. Physics warp. Literal moon landing playbook. That was embarrassing. Ooh, yeah. Alright, I know we're 24 days from the node. I'm going to see what trying to move on it right now does for us, just to maybe buy us in a little closer. Does not appear to be super effective, so let's time warp a bunch, actually. Kill rotation. Real quick check on KCT. Alright, nothing building currently. So let's get in closer. Jesus, come on. Scientists just made a breakthrough. Yay! A whole bunch of upgrades for the second flight of our Gemini thing. Probably. 15 days, 13, 12, okay. Man, I really wonder what the hell is wrong with Geocom 2B1 and if 2B2 is going to start seeing similar failures after its uptime is comparable. Because that's getting really freaking annoying. Especially if we gotta have 2 weeks of uptime. And that thing's dropping out every week or so. 3. Now they're recharged. Very interesting indeed. 3 days. 2 days. Alright, let's see what we can do on this maneuver node. First of all, back to pointing at the sun for at least the time being. How are you doing on fuel? Man, we're going to have to start rationing off some of that. Not even from lead fumes. Jesus. Oh, yeah. That's because we don't actually have a lot of lateral control on this. We don't have real quads. We just have the biggins pointing back. So we actually do have to point at the stupid forking node. Okay. Now then. Now we can use our big boy thrusters and our big boy fuel tank to put on our big boy pants and go the fork to Mars. How did that node get so out of scratch? It was right down here. Like it was a bang-on impactor, basically. Oh well, we'll dial it in best we can. 2 days in advance, because why not? Alright. Gently. Should we go North Pole? Just because it'll save us some fuel getting there? Ooh, or... Stop. Because it's going to start deviating further at this point. Let's swing out and adjust the node and get it to where we actually want it to be. Whoosh, whoosh. There we go. All right. My guy, what in the fuck? Alright, I'll take that. It's a pretty good approach, and we're basically there. So we'll just see how much lateral control we can exert on this. And there it is. I'll take that. Dude, yes. Yes! Hooah! And we'll set ourselves an alarm node right here. Boom. Add alarm. Maneuver node, 185 days. Do it. And now I have to point this thing back at the sun and watch that node just go flying all over the place. Alright, sorry. Claims that Boomer's mental development was stunted by growing up in a world with leaded fuel exhaust fumes. Almost had a low TDPR Harper figure out before it got canceled. Gotta go eat right on Jam Studios. Thank you so much for hanging out. Stream will be done in just a minute or two. Still an abort risk on SLS. Steerable tower makes it less of one than it was on shuttle, though, right? Good question. I do not know. Are we pointed into the sun yet? Nope, still making correction, so hopefully you'll steer that maneuver node back to where it should be, or just the other side of Mars. No big deal. At least it's telling, well, it would be 3 meters per second if we were even coming in anywhere close to that telemetry. Fuck's sake. Yeah, and not much I can do to adjust for it. Well, I can hit the brakes. That will do us quite nicely. I'll take that, honestly. Boom. Hell yes, buddy. Hell yes. And we've got an alarm set up for when we'll be in the SOI. Honestly, I'm going to set another one right here just to make sure I don't forget it. Add alarm. Boom, boom, boom. You know, there's our first alarm. There's this hitting SOI, and there's our second alarm. And our third alarm. And all the alarms all the way down. Yay! Alright, y'all. This is about where I'm going to have to wrap it up. Watching people with a portion of its wiring harness at risk of combustion. Yeah, it's going to be a fun day, isn't it? Going to be a super fun day. Alright, y'all. Let me make sure that quick saving, sweet. Alright, y'all. That's going to have to do it for me, unfortunately, everyone. I'm going to roll the outro. We're going to find another KSP streamer to raid. I really hope you'll stick around for that. Excellent stream today, everybody. Lots of stuff packed into the win column. I'm super excited. That was awesome. We did a lot of real good shit today. And so, hell yes. Hell yes. It looks like Kardachev's on. We'll go drop in on them. So, alright everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I should be back next week. I don't foresee any issues with that one. So, yes, hopefully you will all see me next week. Right on, y'all. Alright, that's going to do it for me, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And I will see all of you in the next one. So, until then, see you later.